Have you ever found yourself stuttering when a client asks, "How much is it?" You're not alone. 70% of entrepreneurs struggle with setting the right price for their services. The truth is, how you answer that simple question can make or break your business. Price isn't just a number, it's a powerful tool that shapes how people see your brand. Did you know that businesses that confidently set their prices are 50% more likely to close high-value deals? And yet, many entrepreneurs still undervalue their services, leaving money on the table. If you've ever felt unsure or too eager to drop your price, this video is for you. In the next chapters, we're diving into strategies you won't hear anywhere else. How a pause before you answer can increase your price, why saying no can actually boost your success, and how shifting the conversation from negotiation to connection can raise your income. Stick around, because your pricing strategy is about to get a serious upgrade. Chapter 1. The Power of the Pause. Why you should never rush a price. Pricing can be one of the trickiest parts of being an entrepreneur. Clients often ask, "How much is it?" and the pressure to give an immediate answer can make you nervous. But what if I told you that the most successful entrepreneurs don't rush this answer? The key is in pausing before responding. When you pause, you allow time for the conversation to settle and for you to think clearly. It shows confidence and control over the situation. Research shows that the average person takes about 3 seconds to make a judgment on something, and often that includes price. If you give a quick quote without pausing, you risk undervaluing your service. A slight pause before answering gives you a moment to think about the value you're offering. As sales strategist Grant Cardone says, "The longer you talk, the more you sell." That pause creates space for the client to consider why your price might be higher than expected. In fact, the act of pausing may even make your clients respect you more. According to a Harvard Business Review study, decision-makers are more likely to trust those who take a deliberate moment to answer. This simple tactic also helps you avoid underselling yourself, ensuring that your price reflects your service's true worth. Don't be afraid of silence, it can be your secret weapon. Think of it this way: when you rush to give a price, you're already giving control of the situation to your client. By pausing, you regain that control. It lets them know you're not desperate for the sale, and that you understand the value of what you're offering. The client begins to trust that you're confident in your skills and your pricing, and in turn, they'll trust the price you set. But don't just pause, think about the bigger picture. Reflect on your client's needs, your costs, and the value you bring. A pause allows you to assess whether this is the right opportunity for you. By taking a few seconds to consider all angles, you avoid the trap of saying yes too quickly and potentially losing out on your true value. Remember, it's not about giving the lowest price, it's about the right price. Next time a client asks you, "How much is it?" take a deep breath. This brief moment of reflection will lead to better pricing and more empowered business decisions. Chapter 2. The Price Tag Paradox. Value is not what you think. Many entrepreneurs fall into the trap of thinking that price is all about cost, the materials, time, and effort put into creating a product or service. But here's the reality: value is in the mind of the customer, not the numbers on a spreadsheet. This is known as the price tag paradox. You've probably heard stories of businesses that raised their prices and ended up making more sales. Here's why. People often equate higher prices with higher quality. A study from MIT found that people will often assume a higher-priced item is more effective than a cheaper one, even if the products are the same. Your price tag is a signal, not just to cover your costs but to communicate quality and professionalism. Take Apple, for example. Their products are often 20–30% more expensive than competitors, yet millions of people are willing to pay. Why? Because Apple has successfully created a premium perception. They focus on design, simplicity, and an experience that makes the customer feel valued. It's not about the raw cost of production, it's about the total experience of ownership. Think about it. When you price your service too low, potential clients might wonder, what's wrong with it? The truth is, a lower price might actually diminish your value in their eyes. People expect more from higher-priced services, so the challenge is to match their expectations. One of the most powerful ways to showcase the value of your product is by explaining how it improves your client's life or business. Let's take a graphic designer, for example. If they charge $100 for a logo but fail to explain the branding strategy behind it, the client might wonder if the price is worth it. But if the designer explains how the logo will help the client connect with their target audience and increase sales, suddenly the price feels justified. Value is often an emotional connection, not a hard number. If you can show that your service solves a real problem or provides a tangible benefit, your clients will feel that the price is fair. Understanding this distinction will help you position your price as an investment, rather than an expense. When your clients see the value in your service, they won't hesitate to pay what you ask. So, the next time you're tempted to drop your price to compete, remember this: pricing is all about perception. Your job is to shape that perception through clear communication and confidence. Chapter 3. Don't let your price define you. Building authority over discounting. When you're starting out in business, it can be tempting to offer discounts or lower your prices to close deals. After all, the goal is to attract clients, right? But here's the truth: your price should never define your worth. Instead of relying on discounts, focus on building authority and confidence in the value you provide. Research from McKinsey & Company found that consistent pricing and a strong brand lead to higher customer loyalty and better financial performance in the long run. When you offer discounts, you risk training your clients to expect deals, and that can undermine the perceived value of your service. Discounts tell customers, "This isn't worth full price," even if it truly is. If you're always offering discounts, you're creating an unsustainable pricing model. Eventually, you'll hit a point where lowering your price means sacrificing your quality. Instead of discounting, think about positioning yourself as an expert in your field. When clients see you as an authority, they'll pay a premium for your services because they trust you. For example, let's take a fitness trainer who specializes in high-end clientele. Instead of offering 50% off their sessions, they could focus on creating exclusive packages with added value, such as personalized meal plans or access to premium workout content. By offering a comprehensive, high-value service, they'll attract clients who are willing to pay full price for the experience, not just the training. The key is to build perceived authority in your niche. Establish yourself as a thought leader, write blog posts, speak at events, or host webinars. When clients see you as an expert, they'll be more likely to pay what you ask because they recognize the value of working with someone who knows their stuff. According to business coach Marie Forleo, price is never the issue, it's about the value you deliver. By building authority, you shift the conversation from price negotiation to value discussion. Clients are much less likely to haggle over price when they understand the true worth of your services. So, next time a client asks for a discount, don't buckle under pressure. Instead, explain the unique value you bring to the table. Share why your service is the best fit for their needs, and show them that the price reflects your expertise, not just the product or service. Building authority and confidence in your pricing will help you create a sustainable business where discounts aren't necessary to secure the sale. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're enjoying these pricing strategies, hit that subscribe button to get more tips on building a successful, profitable business. Stay tuned for the next chapters that will take your pricing game to the next level. Chapter 4. The Art of the No. When to walk away from a client. As an entrepreneur, it can be tempting to take on every client that comes your way. After all, more clients mean more revenue, right? But here's the thing: not every client is a good fit for your business. In fact, knowing when to say no can be one of the smartest decisions you make. The key is recognizing that walking away from a bad fit is better than taking on a client who doesn't align with your values or goals. When you say no, you're actually giving yourself the space to say yes to better opportunities. Studies show that businesses that learn to walk away from clients who aren't the right match tend to experience higher long-term growth. This is because they're focusing their energy on relationships that truly add value to their business. According to best-selling author Jim Collins in his book Good to Great, the key to achieving greatness is not about doing more, but about focusing on what really matters. It might feel uncomfortable to turn down business, especially when cash flow is tight. But remember, every time you say yes to the wrong client, you're saying no to someone who's a better fit. A study from the Harvard Business Review found that companies who are selective with clients enjoy 30% higher profitability. It's a reminder that sometimes, rejecting business can lead to better outcomes in the future. A great example of this is when you start to recognize red flags. If a client is constantly haggling over price or doesn't respect your expertise, that's a clear sign they may not value your work. It's essential to have boundaries and stick to them. Saying no is part of establishing your business identity and strengthening your reputation. Plus, saying no gives you the opportunity to invest in the clients you do work with. By freeing up your time and energy from difficult clients, you can focus on serving the ones who are excited to work with you and understand your worth. In the end, walking away from a bad deal opens the door to a much better one. The reality is that not all money is good money. As the famous entrepreneur Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. So don't be afraid to turn down work that doesn't serve your long-term vision. The right clients will come. Chapter 5. The hidden cost of saying yes. Opportunity cost in pricing. When you run your own business, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of saying yes to every opportunity that comes your way. After all, each yes feels like progress. But have you ever considered the hidden costs of saying yes too often? One of the most significant costs is called opportunity cost. Opportunity cost refers to what you're giving up when you choose one option over another. For example, when you take on a low-paying project that's not aligned with your business goals, you're not just losing money, you're also losing the chance to work on more profitable, fulfilling opportunities. According to a report by the National Bureau of Economic Research, businesses that focus on their highest value opportunities see up to 40% more growth than those that chase every lead. This is why being strategic about what you say yes to is so crucial. Think about it. When you agree to take on a project that's not a good fit, you're not just dedicating time and resources to that client, you're also missing out on the opportunity to work with better clients, or even to focus on scaling your business. Time is your most precious resource, and using it on the wrong projects can severely limit your growth. For example, let's say you accept a project that pays $500 but requires a lot of your time and effort. While the immediate reward seems attractive, that same time could be used to work on a $2,000 project that aligns better with your skills and expertise. By saying yes to the smaller project, you've essentially turned down the opportunity to earn more money with less effort. The key to minimizing opportunity cost is learning how to evaluate each opportunity based on its potential long-term value. This requires you to step back and think about how each decision impacts your broader business goals. Ask yourself, does this project bring me closer to where I want to be in the future? If the answer is no, then it might be time to say no to that client. A great example of this is Airbnb. In the early days, Airbnb's founders had to decide whether to focus on getting more hosts or improving the user experience. They realized that saying yes to improving the user experience would lead to greater growth and long-term success. This strategy paid off when the company went public, and they earned billions in valuation. Remember, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. By turning down opportunities that aren't aligned with your business strategy, you can free up time and energy to focus on the work that truly matters. Don't let the allure of quick cash lead you to miss out on more lucrative and meaningful opportunities. Chapter 6. From negotiation to connection. How your price sets the tone. When a client asks, "How much is it?" your answer is more than just a number. It's an opportunity to set the tone for the entire relationship. How you approach pricing conversations can either build trust or drive a wedge between you and your clients. The key is to shift the conversation from negotiation to connection. People don't just buy products or services, they buy into the relationship they have with the seller. In fact, according to a study by the Journal of Marketing, personal connections increase a client's willingness to pay higher prices. So, when you respond to a pricing question, think about it as part of the broader relationship building process. Instead of simply quoting a price, try explaining why your product or service is worth the investment. For example, if a client asks about your rate, don't just give them a number, explain the value they'll receive. My service is priced this way because I specialize in providing high-quality results with a personal touch. I take the time to understand your needs and ensure that the final product aligns perfectly with your goals. By explaining your pricing this way, you turn a simple transaction into a deeper value exchange. This approach not only sets a professional tone, but it also helps your client see your service as a long-term investment, not just a one-time purchase. As author Daniel Pink points out in his book To Sell is Human, the best salespeople don't try to close a deal, they work to open a relationship. Shifting from a transactional mindset to a relational one will help you create more meaningful, lasting business connections. Another tip is to give your clients options. For example, you can offer different pricing tiers based on the level of service you provide. By presenting your pricing this way, you allow the client to choose what best fits their needs, which creates a sense of control for them. At the same time, you ensure that the price aligns with the value you're delivering. Building connection also means listening to your clients. Understand their needs, goals, and concerns. This way, when you discuss pricing, you can frame it in the context of the value it will bring to their specific situation. Clients will be much more likely to accept your price when they see how it solves their unique problems. Remember, pricing is about mutual respect. When you approach pricing discussions with a mindset of value, you not only set the tone for a successful transaction, but you also create a foundation for future business together. So, the next time a client asks, "How much is it?" take a deep breath and turn the conversation into a moment of connection. Don't forget to subscribe. If these tips help you rethink your pricing strategies, subscribe for more valuable content. Let's build your business with confidence.